Almost 100 weeks ago, when we bought the abandoned A-frame, one of the first things we did was tear down a half-constructed room in the basement to open it up. And since then, we still never got to use the space for anything more than storage while we moved things around the house and continued to renovate. But it is time to tackle our largest project yet. Today is a very big day. Today marks the start of the basement. So right now, the basement is kind of a mess. Ever since we moved in, it's kind of functioned as a storage space. It's also probably our worst looking room right now. That being said, it's our biggest area to work with. We've got a lot of fun plans for down here. There's a lot of potential. We've got these big doors that go out to a future patio area. Sort through things, clean things, hopefully get this room emptied out by the end of the day. I don't know, sometimes things don't go as planned, but I know we've got a lot of cardboard back here. Woo. You're out of here?
Yeah, I gotta go.
Gotta go? This out of here since that's all set. He's been doing that. Oh. Trash run number 1.
Down right here.
Alright. A mutual sigh of relief. Will it make it out the door? Harper, come on. Come on. Here. Go over here.
At that point, I would say 1,000 or that stuff.
Day 1, we weren't quite able to finish getting everything out, so day 2, we continued right along with that removal process, taking things out, moving them, or getting rid of them, dusting, cleaning, and as soon as that was over with, we could start demolition. Last big things out of here, minus that pile.
One over each part. And then you will have a chest.
Alright, 1, 2, 3. Now just watch out for the toes. It's all about the shade. This table behind me is no joke. It's so heavy. we're figuring out what we need to do right now, where we're going to put things, and then we'll get moving it. Walls behind me that span the whole basement, they were already here when we moved in. Someone started them, they didn't finish them. And then what we also found doing the initial walkthrough was that back behind the doors to where our dryer is, there's a whole secret hallway, which is nice for storage, but they weren't using it for that. They were using it for what seems like a little plant operation they had going on, drying room and whatnot. So we're gonna take it down. There's windows behind there, get more natural light in here, open up the space even further. We should be able to take it out by the screws this time. I don't know, we'll see.
All right, first goal, let's just get out as many screws as we can, see if any of the sheets will come out on their own. Because it's not screwed in everywhere, so even if we have to break it, I'm gonna need that bit. That bit will make it so you just There's some screws holding this one in, it seems. Oh, they're behind the box.
That was so nice.
Hello.
What the heck? I kind of want to try kicking this one out. There's a huge patch, thick patch at least, of black mold back here. We already knew it existed. There was a drainage problem before. Kyle has fixed that. We have proper drainage at the house now. So we're going to completely cut the drywall out, get all the mold out of here. Good riddance.
Where the hell is this? Because there's like another pipe here that's squished shut. I think we can take this off.
Maybe these two, since the chimney's there and the post or whatever is there, so this is the clearest way out.
Yeah.
We have been using half of this storage area for storage, and we've got to take it out. It's impossible to get it out with the dryer installed now through that door over there. So this is coming down, but we're gonna make a little pathway to take this stuff out and sort through it. So right in line with that idea of spring cleaning, we were finally freeing ourselves of so much junk and clutter that we no longer needed, but also that was highly likely to be contaminated with black mold. We don't want the spores continuing anywhere. We're going to take this very seriously. So we filled up the dumpster, actually to a point where Kyle had to bring the tractor down and start compacting things. Another beautiful spring afternoon. My sister Amber just got here. She's inside with Kyle. We're gonna head down to the river. Oh, she also brought Akira, her dog. So cute, half husky, half chow. She's been in the family for so long now. I remember when she was a puppy, she had super bright blue eyes. But yeah, we're gonna head down to the river. We're going to take a walk. The basement has been so dusty, as you can imagine, with all the renovations and demolition. So this will be not only a nice chance to just take a break from all of that work, but to get fresh air. So yeah, it'll be good. It'll be really nice. Kira, you want to go for a walk? Yeah. I guess Mowgli's going too.
Munchkin.
This is actually the second time we've come here this week. Abby, our other sister, came up. So it was me, Abby, and Amber, Akira, and Abby's dog Kovu, and we walked about 4 miles, and it was really nice to spend that time together out in nature. And I think we're gonna have to start doing that all spring and summer long. I mean, look, this place is insane. Oh, you smell it, don't you? Akira usually eats after her walks, so we have some Sunday's dog food here at the house. That's all that Kyle's mom feeds their dogs, and they come here a lot too and go for walks. Yeah, you like that. And so I'm really excited to say that I have partnered with them and that they are the sponsor of this video. Sunday's was formulated by vets, and it's made right here in the USA. One look at the ingredient list and you see it's fresh, it's human grade, there's no synthetics, no preservatives. It's ingredients you recognize and are proud to be serving to your dog. And the thing is, other healthy dog food out there is going to take up your time and your space, whether you have to store it in the freezer or thaw it and cook it. With Sundays, there's no prep. You just open the bag, pour it in, it's ready to go, and there's no compromising because of the ingredients being so high quality. Sundays makes nourishing your dog super simple. Our pets are our family, they bring us so much joy, and choosing Sundays is an easy way to not only return the love, but to keep them by our side as long as possible. This food is going to play into things like maintaining a healthy weight, keeping a shiny coat, improving digestion. Akira is a very active dog, and we want to make sure that she's able to stay that way by feeding her the best food possible. And there's no doubt in my mind that that is Sundays. And right now is an amazing chance to let your dog try Sundays and watch them fall in love with it too. You can get 50% off. All you've got to do is go to sundaysfordogs.com/Allie, use code Allie at checkout. The link for that is in the description below. And thank you again to Sundays for sponsoring this video and for feeding the dogs in our life. Just finished up some orders in my office this morning. I have turmeric all over my lips right now because Kyle and I have been drinking bone broth every morning and shaving the fresh root into it with black pepper, so if you can see it, that's what that is. Today is probably going to be the final day of demolition. Kyle's just upstairs finishing up some laundry, and then we're gonna head down, and this means that we'll be able to have the space completely opened up, see what we're working with, get that fresh slate that we wanted, and then plan next steps. This wall still has to come down, but the other side's pretty good, and then we just have to finish clearing out. There's only really like a shelf, but it's really big back there. All this wood back in here, it's coming down so we can open this place up. That was the last one. This one's tricky.
Why?
I'm having a hard time prying it, and then anywhere I try to leverage it against, it just goes through the drywall. Phoning a friend. Phoning a friend. You made it look so easy.
Ram shot.
What's that?
There are these nails that have a huge, you use a 22 shell. You could buy them at Home Depot. It looks like a gun, and you shoot it in, boom, it shoots a bullet, and the bullet is a nail. There's like a bunch of powder that funny because that is the same color as your lips.
Drag. Down, down, down.
I'm going down, down. Is that what you were singing?
No. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to do this one together. Try to give it a good
Whack-a-mole. Yeah. No, just push it gently. Just, it's already broke. Just bend it. Bend it. You want to smash it into the
Cool. And then I guess this big old sheet of plastic. All right, here's the deal. Kyle has some other stuff he has to work on today, and I was wrong about what we have left to do in here. There was that section of demolition we just did, but there's also 2 sections of tile, one where the hearth was and one behind me next to the doors. Also, half of the ceiling in here is a drop ceiling, and we want to take that out. So I'd really like to get that done today, and I'm gonna keep pushing. Okay. I hope this isn't a disaster and it shatters into 100 pieces, but we won't know until we really try. I don't know if this is going to be too heavy to put in the contractor bag. I might have to think of something else to get it out of here in. Like a bucket. I'll have to see what I have.
And I thought it would just smash it all.
This is crazy. This is really hard. This is way more difficult than I thought. Anytime I've ever seen anyone else taking tile out, it seems like if they have to result in using a hammer, it just immediately shatters the tile, but I am going as hard as I can, and it's kind of a disaster. And then the doors right in front of me, that tile section is almost double the size. I might try to do the ceiling first, since I don't know, I might need extra tools for the tiles. I can't reach that. No, this feels like spider territory for sure. Ugh. I don't even want to see. Come on, there we go. Mouse nest and droppings. Alright, I do not want to spill the droppings everywhere. I might have no choice. Yuck. penny just fell out of the ceiling. This piece has a lot of mouse droppings and a lot of insulation that they're using for a nest. I'll try to get it out carefully. Okay, it's going right outside. What is that? I don't know if that's like some sort of poop or animal or what. That's weird looking. What? I just found a card in the ceiling. Did you hear that?
What?
I just found a card in the ceiling with butterflies on it.
Really?
Hope this is just the beginning of many dreams come true. Love, Mom.
That's so cool.
Does it say what year it is or anything?
I wonder what it was for.
The back of this looks very 80s or 90s.
That's what I was thinking from the look I got.
Hidden little card. That's sweet. Oh. It does not want to move. These are all the panels, they're all taken out. Now it's just the metal that was holding them in place, getting that removed, and they're really just in by wires that are wrapped around screws. So as long as I just get a good pair of snips, I think this will go quickly, but I'm getting really tired. We've been working all day long. I really, like I said, I want to get this done though. I don't know about the tile, but if I could get the ceiling done, I would feel pretty good. Here's the wires that I was talking about, but another thing is that where it meets the wall, where these meet the wall, they are screwed in. So it's not just wire snipping I have to do. But let's see if this is going to be tricky or not. So easy. That's nice. Now just make sure this whole thing doesn't, I don't know, I don't think it would be able to just fall on my head, but let's make sure that doesn't happen.
Dude! This doesn't seem like a great idea.
Safety level 100. There might be one more over here. Unless that's just a spot that's held in wrong. There it is, I missed one. Wow, there it goes. Gosh, where's my chair? What do you know? I missed one right here, and that is why it's not coming all the way down. Okay. And that's that. I'll be disassembling this until further notice. think I'm gonna call it for the night. I'm pretty beat, but I got the ceiling done. We got the whole first stage basically of the demolition done. Things are looking good in here. We're feeling good. I just have to sweep and clean up a little bit, figure out what I'm going to use for the tile next week, and start planning all of the next steps that come after that. This place already looks so much different from a couple of days ago. I can't wait to see where we are this time next week. So here's where we're at. The ceilings feel so much taller now that we've got everything exposed and the windows, letting more natural light in. Got more to tackle with the drywall still and the tile. Got to figure that out. But what a difference a few days can make to a place. Yeah, this is nice.